Basic shape tools. With the shape tools, you can create rectangles, ellipses, and polygons. But what most people don't realize is that shapes can also be frames. That's right. You can place images and text in any shape you create. Now let's see the function of shape tools in this title. All shape tools in InDesign work much like a frame tool. Rectangular tool helps in creating squares and rectangles. The shortcut key for the tool is the letter M. To create a rectangular shape, let's choose the rectangular tool by hitting the M key from the keyboard. When we click and drag the tool, you'll see a rectangular object created in the page. Holding the Shift key as we click and drag will constrain our object shape to its original proportions by making a rectangle a perfect square. Clicking the tool once on the pasteboard will open a rectangular dialog box, through which we can enter our object's width and height settings. Close the box by clicking the Cancel button. Now the next tool is the Ellipse tool. This works much like the Ellipse Frame tool, in that the Ellipse tool lets you create a circle or oval. Shortcut key for the ellipse is the letter L. Clicking the Ellipse tool on the pasteboard opens an ellipse dialog box. Here, let's enter our preferred width and height settings for our oval object, and click OK. An oval object is now seen created. Holding the Shift key as we click and drag will constrain our object shape to its original proportions by making a perfect circle rather than an oval. A newly created shape in InDesign has a default of 1-point black stroke setting. They can be adjusted using either the Stroke panel or Control panel. We can also add a fill, place a graphic, add some text, or merge one shape with another. Please note that holding the Alt key and dragging the shape tools will let us draw objects from the center. Now, if we wish to create a polygon, let's select the Polygon tool and click it and drag it into the work area. You'll see a polygon object created. But to create a star, let's click the Polygon tool in the page and drag the mouse button. Now, without releasing the mouse button, pressing our left arrow key in the keyboard increases our star inset. To decrease our star inset, let's click on the right arrow key on our keyboard. Now, in the same way, to increase our number of points of the star, press the upward arrow key. And conversely, to decrease the number of points, press the downward arrow key from the keyboard. When we wish to convert our star to a polygon, let's press the left arrow key, and you'll see the star getting converted to a polygon. To increase or decrease the size of the polygon, let's press the up and down arrow keys. Click the tool in the document page opens a polygon setting dialog box, where we can apply our preferred settings to a polygon or star object. Now, since we've already discussed about this dialog box in a previous lesson, let's ignore this option by clicking the Cancel button. Here's a tip for you. Holding the Shift and Alt keys will help drawing objects from the center by constraining the same amount of width and height. Now, once you're familiar with all the frame tools, then you can very easily manage the shape tools inside of InDesign.